but you actually see how amazing it is that you can, your choices are shaping the future. One of the things that I mentioned in our subcommittee was about Virginia Tech's reputation. That was what drew me here, is how reputable of a university we were, and actually what we were known for. The name here really carries out in the business world. So that was something I added to our research, is that it should further our prestige. A couple meetings ago, we were talking, all the subcommittees were together in one big meeting, and there was a question on verbiage that came up. I can't remember exactly what the verbiage was, but it seemed a minor issue to me, but all of a sudden, all these professors were just standing up going, "Oh, this is awful, and we need to fix this." Well, I guess the semantics of these things really make a difference. Yes. Here, I didn't really know that someone like me could actually make a difference here. I thought that was left more to graduate students that were involved, as well as faculty members. But what struck me is that they really wanted student input, and they valued it and listened to it, more importantly. Well, first of all, they got the students involved, and the students, as undergrad and graduate representatives, we got together to meet to figure out what our goals were so we could have a collective voice in it all. And then they also set up a luncheon that we could invite students, friends to come to, and we could discuss issues. One of the main things was advising. We started talking about that, and they had sort of wanted to go a different direction with advising, but based on our input, they realized that advising is a lot bigger of an issue than what they had previously imagined, and they're working to change that. My brother's hoping to attend Virginia Tech in the near future, and part of this plan is going to be beneficial to him, because he's going to be here over the next 4 years, and what we're doing is we're mapping out the next 8 years of Virginia Tech strategy and how we're going to go from here. Well, as you may have heard lately in the media and throughout the past couple of years, the U.S. has steadily been falling behind in our education. We don't really have the same innovation that we've had in the past. And one of the things that's very important to me is that we look at what Virginia Tech was founded on. We originally a land-grant university. We still are. But one of the things in the committee we're working on is changing what the land-grant mission actually is. And by doing that, we got to realize that it's not so much about just providing agriculture and engineering needs to the local community, but participating in a global community and finding the new needs as technologies arrive and the world gets smaller and smaller. So by figuring new ways to innovate, using new technologies, and getting more involved in a global community as a whole, Virginia Tech really can benefit the nation and the world. It's been a separate learning experience, which really I think is going to benefit me more than any classroom experience I've had, because I'm working with people that soon could possibly be my peers, working on issues that would be real world issues in a business, or if I worked at a university, or whatever I did out of college. And that's one of the things that we should try to replicate in our classroom. For example, some of the classrooms here, they've changed the way that we take tests. Currently, the regular structures, you have multiple choice and a written portion. I have a friend in a business law class. His professor is using an actual court case for their final. He has to try that case to prove that he has the knowledge of business law that he's learned throughout that semester. So in a way, participating there, getting involved, and just finding new ways to test our knowledge is something that we need to continue doing and encourage. Virginia Tech is known for its engineering. And one of the things that we need to do is find how to get engineering and liberal arts and bring them together, because that's when the most productivity happens, and that's how breakthrough ideas happen. So by combining them and then bringing in global issues that we have, participating globally, taking this mindset that it's just the U.S. and we're doing business abroad, but actually figuring out how can we benefit people in Europe, how can we benefit people in Asia, using these new technologies, as well as not forgetting about our liberal arts, because that's what makes us human, is the liberal arts, and going forward from there. Yes, the other day we had a 4-hour meeting, and quite frankly, I was dreading. I had finals coming up, and I didn't really want to spend 4 hours in a meeting. But I didn't find myself tired at all in the meeting. I found myself wanting to participate, energized by it, if you will. And then afterwards, I was thinking about the entire walk back, and whenever I have a break in my studies, I start thinking about it. I ask students, what are your opinions? This is what we're trying to do here. What do you think about it? I think it's just the feeling that you're actually making a difference and that you're a part of something greater than yourself. At this university, our biggest thing is ut prosum, that I may serve. And that's something every student here tries to embody. And by serving others is what really gives us our drive and our passion.